Hello students, welcome you all in today's section in which we are studying about the structure of human heart. Human heart is a hollow muscular organ which is derived from mesoderm. It is located in mediastinal, that is between both the lungs, in left, slightly left in thoracic cavity. It is fixed in the cardial notch of left lung. Its size is approximately the fist of non-working hand. It is somewhat triangular in shape with upper wider end which forms base and lower narrower end. Its weight varies in male and female. In male, it is approximately 280 to 340 grams, whereas in female, it is 230 to 280 grams. Its wall is composed of 3 layers. Collectively, it is known as pericardium. Individually, outermost layer is epicardium, middle one myocardium, which is made up of cardiac muscles, and the innermost is endocardium. Endocardium is made up of simple squamous epithelial tissue. Epicardium layer is further made up of 2 layers, that is inner serosa and outer fibrous, and inner one serosa. This serosa layer can again be divided in 2 layers. Inner one, that is visceral layer, and the outer one parietal layer. In between these 2 layers, a liquid is present which is known as pericardial fluid. The cavity is known as pericardial cavity, and the liquid present in between these layers is pericardial fluid, which is approximately 15 ml but varies in different organism, and it performs a very important function of lubrication. That is, at the time of movement or contraction relaxation of heart, it helps to create frictionless environment, thereby acting like a lubricant. It also helps the heart to prevent from mechanical shocks and jerks. If we study the internal section of human heart, it is made up of 4 chambers. Upper one auricle or atrium, and the lower one ventricle. This one is left auricle, left ventricle, right auricle, right ventricle, and right auricle. Both the auricle are separated from each other by a septa, which is known as interauricular septa. This septa has a depression in the middle, which is known as fossa ovalis. This fossa ovalis is present in fetal condition, from which the blood of both the auricle intermix, but at the time of birth this hole becomes closed, so both the auricle get separated. When we say that there is hole in the heart, we are actually meaning with that Fossa ovalis only, that it is opened, which can surgically be closed. Now both the ventricle are also separated from each other by a septa, which is known as interventricular septa. The wall of auricle is thin as compared to ventricle, and among ventricle the wall of left ventricle is much thicker as compared to left ventricle, because this ventricle has to pump the blood to hold the body part, whereas right ventricle is pumping the blood to lungs, and because of this reason the wall of left ventricle is much thicker. It is irregular in shape, having ridges and grooves. Now, the right auricle is receiving organ which receives the blood from three main arteries, that is superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus. Superior vena cava is bringing the blood from the upper part of body. Inferior vena cava is bringing the blood from the lower part of the body, and coronary sinus is bringing the blood from the wall of heart. Inferior vena cava and coronary sinus are provided with valve which prevents the blood to backflow, and the valves are Eustachian valve in inferior vena cava and Trabezius valve in coronary sinus. Valve is not required in superior vena cava as it is inclined at a particular angle, because of which whenever blood comes in this, the vein automatically closed. So there is no chance of backflow. Impure blood is collected in this right artery. Now in left atrium it receives pure blood. For pure blood there are 4 pulmonary veins. These veins brings pure blood from the lungs. As we move downward, there are 2 valves which can be seen like this. This valve is separating auricle and ventricle, hence it is known as auriculoventricular valve. If we see the section of this valve, then we can see 3 flaps, because of which it is also known as tricuspid valve. This valve prevents the blood from backflow of ventricle to auricle. Similar type of blood can also be seen in left side, but in this case there is only 2 flaps or cusp which can be seen, hence it is known as bicuspid valve. Here mitral valve, or we can say left auriculoventricular valve. Now the lower part or wall of ventricle have ridges and grooves, and the longer one, these longer ridges are known as papillary muscles. Thread-like connection can be seen in between the valve and these papillary muscles. These connections are known as chordae tendineae. These connections help in keeping the valve open or closed at their fixed position to prevent the backflow of blood from ventricle to auricle. Now, when the blood comes in the ventricle, there are two main aorta which transfer the blood to lungs and the body. From the right ventricle, arise a T-shaped aorta. This is pulmonary aorta arising from right ventricle. On reaching top, it divides in two parts which moves to each side of the lung. It is provided with the valves, and these valves are known as semilunar valve. These valves are also tricuspid valve. From the left aorta arises a loop-like arch which is known as systemic aorta. Since left ventricle provides the blood to whole part of body, so this aorta give rise to different arteries like subcarotid artery, subclavian artery, etc., and to all the body parts and deliver the pure blood. This aorta is also provided with semilunar valve which prevent the backflow of blood. To sum up, we can say that the wall of human heart is made up of three layers: epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. The two layers of epicardium contains pericardial cavity which is filled with pericardial fluid. Human heart is four-chambered heart made of two auricle and two ventricle. Left side receives pure blood, whereas right side receives impure blood. Right auricle receives blood from superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. It also receives blood from heart valve, that is coronary sinus. From valve V1, that is right auriculoventricular valve or tricuspid valve, the blood comes from auricle to ventricle. These valves are connected to papillary muscles with the help of thread-like structures called chordae tendineae. In left side, that is left auricle, it receives oxygenated blood from pulmonary veins. With the help of bicuspid valve, the blood comes to left ventricle. The valves of bicuspid valve are again connected to papillary muscle with the help of chordae tendineae, which help to open the valves or close the valve at proper time and prevent the backflow of blood. One more important thing, that from the right ventricle, pulmonary artery arises, which later on divides into two parts, each entering to lungs. From the left ventricle arises systemic aorta, which circulate the blood to whole part. Both these pulmonary artery and systemic aorta are provided with semilunar valves which prevent the backflow of blood. This is all about external and internal structure of heart.